How's it going, everyone? See what's going on here. EGO just took off. So the gap open for that one. Monthly said it's coming back into resistance. It's got a lot of work to do into resistance back up above the 34 in the monthly. So watch for that. Don't get caught in the storm there. Pretty good, nice little bottom though. Nothing off the bottoms. GDX looks like a turn on the 60-minute chart. GDXJ. Same with Nugget. Oh, this is going to piss me off. JLInk's coming back in right now. See if it'll hold support here on the 60-minute. Oh, God. It's got to hold support. No volume again today. Nothing's hitting on its highs, mostly just low volume poppers, false negatives. CLF. CLF has been knocked back a few times there. Looks like a bullish piercing pattern forming. See how that pans out. Opening down, coming all the way up. Well, it's not a bullish piercing pattern, but it's called something else. I forget what it's called. I'm not sure if my charts are correct here. Switching back between exchanges, that's why. JNUG holding support on that 60-minute. There she goes, to the down. Let's see, 60-minute chart. Hold the 8 on the 60-minute, or it's another leg down. Hang on, I'll be right back. Feels like a Friday for JNUG. What's going on? What is today? Oh, it's Friday. Oh my God. Laughs. Ha ha ha. Let me fix something here since everything's coming down. Friday's not a good day to trade anyways. We'll find a bottom on JNUG here soon. See what happens here. Let's take a look at oil. JNUG is at support, so just let's ride it out, see where this is going to take us. But it's just letting its gas off the pedal. Pretty nice pop yesterday. It's a 60-minute chart. Boom, 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 boom. Nice little pop on the close there. Oil's up. Oil's doing good. I can't get more than a daily chart on this stupid thing. But it's preparing to break out of that long-term chart, so I have to keep watching this very, very closely. Cyan gas again. Popped its head up. Pop, 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 pop. HK on its highs. Looks like that came down. Watch for a previous high break on HK. I wanted to add something here. I wanted to add average volume. If anyone's interested in the MedVed Trader, use the link in the description. It's a pretty amazing program. Lots to do with this little, even this watch list. If you can see this watch list, you can open up. You got a lot of different things you can do with it. Second. What's going on, Bill? You think it's going to hold or no? I think the 60-minute will hold. You can see the 60-minute on the JNUG, but it's probably going to hug support all day. Ugh. $60-minute chart. I think it'll hold. It's bouncing now off of that support line on the 60-minute chart. It's just a 1-2 punch, really, into resistance, back into support, just a 1-2. And then watch the double back on Monday morning, it looks like. Could do that today, too. Maybe close a hammer in between the support and resistance. So it opens on the top, closes, or moves all the way to the bottom to support, comes all the way back in for the close, for a hammer. It's a good bet. I don't know. Crude, we're going to have to watch that break out. Looks like a head fake so far. Silver. Oh, silver. That's just a slow, methodical come back into support situation there. Maybe a spike low here coming. Gold's trying to turn. Gold closing above 13. Still. I got a 2-bar reversal on the monthly or the weekly though. So it looks like it's going to be coming in for another week maybe. It's got to make a nice little turn here for Friday close for that to happen. Silver, the same thing. Weekly close. Crude's going to break out. Dow makes another high yesterday. Joke. Wondering when all the majority of us are going to call the crap on that. The dollar, huh? The dollar. The dollar is still being rejected on the weekly chart. There's no bullishness on it. It's That's an inverted hammer on the bottom, but it did get rejected by the 8 again, closing below, as we speak, below 92. Daily chart. It does have a bullishness to it. You have the reverse head and shoulders. Left shoulder, right shoulder, climb, 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 back and forth, pop. But we've seen that before, so I think we're forming a reverse head and shoulders up here. And got rejected again. So it is another price pattern for a bottom on the dollar. Watch for a break below 91.50. There's a nice little hammer on this island bottom. I think we spoke about that. But watch 91.50 and below. That would mean that this little price pattern that's going on here could be falling apart. So watch for that. It will be an epic crash because it's been going straight up for nearly 9 years. It's got to be. It has to everything to do with hyperinflation. I do believe they're printing the hell out of the currency, devaluing. I think it has everything to do with that. But I'm wondering when everyone else is going to realize it. Because hyperinflation, this is going to go straight through the roof. I mean, they're just going to be worthless, though. Every step of the way it goes up, it becomes more and more worthless. That's the way I see it. Well, looks like gold and silver is the safest haven as a Bitcoin. Let's take a look at that anyways. I called it 3,000 low. 3,000 low. I think it tapped it. Oh, it fell below. Spike low. I think I mentioned that. 3,000 for emotional support on the down, and then a spike low. And a little spike low. How's that for technical analysis? From 5,000 to 3,000 in a nice technical measured move. Straight down, though. That hurts. That hurts so bad. The reason why I said 3 grand is because of the previous break. That is the previous break. It's got to hold here. If it doesn't hold here, one thing at a time. I mean, it could certainly keep on coming down. So don't think that that is definitely the bottom. Oh, I hate this paint thing. Get me out of there. So, anywho's, the previous high was the support, but if it breaks into previous highs on this, it could ride all the way back in. So ultimately, all the way down to 2,000, if it wants to break down. What time frame on the 34, Bill? Because yeah, the 34 is my trend and ultimate resistance on the way back in. That's a daily. You're talking about the daily. Daily, yeah. What I like to do is on this little system I got is find the turn on the lower time frames because the trend is down for sure. But find a turn in the lower time frames. I need a close above the 8 on the daily so that I can get price between the 8 and the 34 for a little price pinch and then make a move. this is the right shoulder on the daily. So I think you're right about the daily. I got the right head, the left, and the right shoulder sling back. I would watch again that 91.51 and below. Because this hammer is the ultimate bottom here, the 3-bar pattern. But yeah, trend is down. Excuse me, I got a horse. Excuse me. I can't. Cryptos have been horrible, dude. If Bitcoin turns and holds its lows, I would say this is a great time to invest. But we have to make sure that low holds on Bitcoin, because the cryptos are measured in pairs of the Bitcoin. So you have a crypto, let's call it EOS per Bitcoin. So EOS, even though I put $500 in there, the Bitcoin came down so drastically that $500 turned into squash. And because I was holding EOS at the same time, and that's got a downtrend, it's like double trouble. So you have to take into account the Bitcoin price first before you do anything. And even better, and I'm trying to expand, is even buying other currencies so you have a safe haven, like Ethereum. Litecoin's a big one lately. So even though it turned 50%, 40% down, people are holding in Litecoin, Ethereum, Dash, Monero. I know Monero has been pretty stable through all this crap, and it's the most anonymous. So I would just be careful. We have to get a turn of Bitcoin before I would say, oh yeah, it's a good idea. Dash, Ethereum, Litecoin, EOS. I still own EOS, and I'm going to hold it. I'm not going to trade it. No matter what, I'm going to try to stay disciplined. The last time I did something like this, it turned out to a big profit. Yeah, it's like the Wild West, so we don't know what cryptos are going to survive. I mean, Ethereum has been big, but this EOS is supposed to just blow it out of the water, and it's not live yet. So I don't even know. I mean, there's a lot of good ones coming out. Everyone's scared of the Internet of Things, IOTA, because it wants to put everything on the blockchain. I would be careful of the centralized. I'm not sure if Internet of Things is centralized or decentralized, but make sure that you're buying decentralized, unless you want to take money from the bankers like Ripple. Ripple. Let's look at Ripple. Through all this chaos, I bet you Ripple was trending up. This is the banker centralized crypto, not on the blockchain. It's got its own separate technology for its own blockchain. I think I think the original blockchain is decentralized. So any of these government ones, they're creating their own little blockchain that are centralized. They have control over it. The amount that's printed, the amount that's mined, all this. Daily almost broke out on Ripple. You can see there's no downturn, right? Let's look at one that took Litecoin did take a big hit and a kick in the face. See how that turned out for Litecoin. This whole downturn on Bitcoin. So you just have to be careful. There's a lot. It's a wild, wild west. So yeah, a lot of them will probably disappear. Who knows? I mean, Poloniex has, hang on a sec, let me find it. Poloniex has all these different currencies. So Poloniex has all these currencies. The chart system sucks on Poloniex. I never ever use it. Here's a buy and orders. I own this PASC. On the daily chart, I was going to break out, and it did, but then Bitcoin crashed and came all the way back in. But look at all these things. I have no idea what these things do. There's only a few of them that I get information on. But what I'm not good at yet is when Bitcoin is coming down like that, I've got to find a safe haven for my coins until the dust settles. Everything on Poloniex came down when Bitcoin crashed. It's really hard. I don't know if I explained it good for you, but if it was me to invest and start doing something, I would, chain notes coming back into the 60-minute support. It's got to hold. It's got to hold. I would do Bitfinex. I'm pretty, this one has good volume. And the pairs on this that are offered are much different than Poloniex. So you have Litecoin to the dollar. You have EOS to the dollar, and which is, it was 64 cents last night, so it came down. Make sure you got volume, but what's my average volume? There we go. OMG, everyone's talking about this. OMG, it's at 860. Get a stupid chart on this. Where'd it go? I mentioned the falling star on OMG, so I hope everyone saw that. OMG is supposed to be big. EOS. I like EOS because it's from the creator of Steemit, and he seems to know what he's doing. So I'm just following management on that one, and the stories that it's going to take out Ethereum. It's called the Ethereum. Its nickname is Ethereum Killer. So I'm just taking a leap. Neo is supposed to be big. I don't know anything about Neo, and that's another currency you can base your trading on. I don't know, there's a lot to know. A lot. Cherry picking. OMG is supposed to be really big. This is a payment system. It's supposed to just really just be a banker killer, this one. Just a huge banker killer. No fees, peer-to-peer, transferring money left and right, big, small, around the world kind of stuff. No passport, no bank account. You can hold your wallet. It's just going to change everything. I just too much to. I have no idea. It's mind-boggling, actually. This new blockchain technology. In my EOS, I'm just going to buy it. I'm going to throw 20 bucks at it every now and again. I'm going to throw profits at it. I'm going to throw just as if I was buying silver every month. Same kind of situation until it opens. JNUG opening up a candle, previous low break. Where is support? Anyways, I would try Bitfinex. They have better pairs. You can maybe find safe havens a lot easier. Rather than Polynex. Well, I shouldn't say that about Polynex. Polynex, you actually could purchase these other currencies. Monero is the one I was telling you about. That's always seems to be rising against Bitcoin. Maybe not today, but I think that it has been in the past. So watch Monero. Other than that, I don't know. I know nothing. I'm not a big fundamentalist. Mbot. Let's take that. Mbot. I like charts. I like technicals. Support's not holding on JNUG. I'm not getting a chart, man. Mbot, JNUG, not holding at all. Previous low break on the last 60-minute candle. Best bet now is a shallow higher low or a double bottom. That is the right shoulder coming in, though. Watch that right shoulder slingshot moves, always. You got the left shoulder, head, right shoulder, sling back move. It's not doing well with the hold up, though. I would say that that would be, they're going to bring this back really sharp and hard. Watch for the spike low. Let's keep a 1 minute chart on this. Watch for the spike low. Let's watch for our in. A little reversal there. Look at that. I don't got any chart on him, but there's a 3-bar per reversal on JNUG, that right shoulder on the 60-minute. Coming out of oversold. Confirmed hammer on the bottom. 20 seconds. Use that hammer as your support. The top of that hammer. Make sure it holds that top. Make sure it holds the top. 10 seconds. You got a 3-bar pattern on the bottom there. It's going to cross over that 8 any second. Could be forming a bottom on JNUG for a Friday. There we go. I need my other charts. What's going on with the VIX? How it's all the way down. Low volatility. Best thing I got going for the VIX is the higher lows in the weekly. Dollar's doing that right shoulder sling back too. I got to hold the trend now. Let's see if JNUG will find trend here. My in is crossing that 8 on the 1 minute, but it's being rejected, so got to be sharp. There's a turn on. Come on now, baby. It's going to take that hammer out. Not good. Not good. Cannot close below that hammer. It's got to close above. Hold support. Oh no. I need to get above that top of that hammer, because now it is a hanging man. Close. Everything's fake. I don't have Mbot, man. Mary, I don't have it. You can't do it. Mbot. I don't know why. Sometimes if I hold it here, it's got to hold the double bottom. No reversal. Damn, kids. Where's that 60-minute at? 60-minute bottom. It's got to hold a double bottom. Damn. Slapped it. Maria. Sorry. I haven't had my coffee. I apologize. Maria, I have no idea. I have no idea who Mary is. Maria, did you get my invite? Did it work? I haven't checked. I sent you an invite, but before we do a chat room, I need a lot more people. There was only you and another gentleman. The normal egg, that guy. Nominal egg. Yep, that's you. The nominal egg and Maria. The only two that signed up yesterday for Hip Chat. I think it'll be fun, so hope everyone joins in. I'm not going to be charging anybody. I will charge people eventually if it's successful, but I mean, that's just for my time. I got a head and shoulders top on JNUG now. Watch for the previous breaks. Could fall into the next line of support in and around 20. Make sure we hold here. Could drop another $1. I'm sorry, I'm misspeaking all morning. I need coffee. I think something's wrong with my feed. Hang on a second. I know what's wrong. It's because I have to go back and forth between I'm going back and forth between currencies. That's why. I'm not used to that yet. DQ. Damn, kids. Not watching. JNUG, GDX, Nugget, GDXJ. Looks like they're all coming back in. Just a normal Friday. Just slap it down. Oh, cool. I got the XAU. Keep an eye on that now. We can go over that for review. Got AG. I love MedVed Trader. Mbot. What the hell is going on with Mbot? There it is, right there. Good call. Reminded me that my stupid backfill was not set. And I got a previous high break. Yep. You guys are smart. It's a new issue, huh? Oh, no, not that new. Nice bottom. It's already over the 8. It's going to break that 13. That's what we're looking for right now on the weekly chart. That balance point across the 13. Work that daily chart to break that 34. Right over the 34 into support. Now we're waiting for the flat tops. RSI looks good. OBV looks good. Got confirmations everywhere. Take price to the previous high and take the break. Good call. Well, that's cool. You don't have to do anything with it because I need more people in there before it. We'll have to do something. Set it up so that I can be available during the day. JNUG. But I think it'll be fun. A good tight group. Make some money. I want a pump and dump group. That's what I want. I've always wanted a pump and dump group. I wanted to be on the FBI's watch list. I want to take them out. Make the bankers jealous. Oil. PQ still poking its head up on its highs now. Not very good volume, especially with the average at 60,000, 70,000. Pump and dump. Oh, call the room pump and dump. Create a website. Just like be open about it. This is the pump and dump station. Where is the biomedicals? Where is it? Biomedical. Let's do it. I bet you someone's selling drugs today. Look at all. Look at it's up again. Everything's up again on drugs. Let's just stick to the drugs. I mean, come on. Where's the money at? Oh, Mbot's on that drugs. Damn, kids. You're way ahead of me this morning. Previous high breaks. Look at that one. 65 cents. Previous high break. It's got good volume. Watch that one. That one's right behind the Mbot. This one spiked high, came back into support for a head fake. Now it's doing the double back. IDRA. I would watch that one for a little screaming high. Monthly chart looks good. Cherry picking, closing on their highs. Need to take out 125. Looks like it's a They'll fill in the gaps later, but there's 126. There she goes. You guys are spot on that one. Boom, boom, Mancini. 128 still on its highs. 129. Slap that pig. Right. Giddy on up. Here she blows. It's got volume. Where's my average volume at? It's a good thing I'm not the smartest one in the room. I would have missed that one. Nice job. Let's get this thing kicking. I got previous lows on the daily chart. I mean, I would watch previous highs first on this one, but it's breaking previous lows. Into previous lows, it's liable to ride up the range into looks like 160. Watch the previous high as well, which is at 152. So between 52 and 60, yes, that is my sells. But knowing this one, looking at this one from a long-term chart, breaking that 13, I would just take profits. I would not be trying to day trade it. I would just slice some profits off until it runs out its energy. It looks like the previous lows running on up. I mean, previous low up here at 160, 2 o'clock. I got a previous low here at 250, walking it on up at 3 o'clock high into the 34. I mean, it could just, I don't know. A weekly chart, I mean, each week going up a step, I would just take profits. Looks like a long-term move. Weekly charts, you do a swing trade. Yeah, buy the dips, yeah. Usually that first previous high gets taken out. Usually the first one gets taken out. Oops. I mean, it broke previous highs. It's going to take it out. The next previous highs is at, just use your previous lows, depending on what chart you're using. I like to use the weekly chart previous lows for my sells. But then, looks like a double bottom's holding so far for JNUG, but let's change this out. I'll have to come back to it. If I was going to take profits, I would take a 60-minute chart. Or if my sells were tight, I would use an even shorter time frame, and I would stay above that 8. Make sure I'm staying above the 8 at all cost. Right now, I wouldn't do that because the 8 is way extended. So watch for any kind of pullback on the hourly chart. That 15-minute looks strong. I'd probably use that as my gauge. Follow that 8 all the way up. Use it as support. But that's just me. Everyone has a different tolerance, different style. It's got to keep making new highs. Still resistance on that 13 on that weekly chart. Monthly charts way down in the dirt, so it's got a lot of improvement to look forward to. Previous highs for momentum reasons. It's hugging support now. Previous high break coming back into support on the daily chart, no problem. No problem. Just got to kick it into high gear here in a second after it touches support. It's the 5-minute chart. Miramac, watch that one. It came back into support already. That looks good. Volume needs to be greater, but previous high breaks coming on RGLS. It's on its highs now. Looks like we had another lot of previous breaks coming back into support kind of deal. This one looks good for a pop. Cadman Holdings. It's got to keep going. Look for a previous high break on that intraday. Stay above previous highs for momentum. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, pop. One minute struggling for Inbot. It's got to hold support. Watch as it breaks into previous highs. Don't let it come all the way back into the range and create a inverted hammer over the support. Catch it on the bottom instead of following it all the way in, I guess. Depends on your tolerance, though. If it falls back in, it's got to hold support. I need to get above previous highs. Hold support. A bunch of these medicals are hitting their highs. It's just amazing how much drugs are being sold. That looks interesting. Somebody let the air out of Inbot. It's well over average volume, so you have a volume breakout. So I'm confident, kind of confident that it's going to keep going, but it's having some struggles on the 1 minute. Let's get above 128 and then we can talk. Let's take out the new high. Take out 128. Take it out, take it out, take it out. 129. How many people are in bot right now? Maria, Bill, Nominal Egg, did you get some of that? Pump and dumping this thing? Right. We'll just be openly pump and dumping things. I'm kidding, though. Pump and dumps never last. You've been in it? How long, Maria? Since 110? I know. You got to watch out for the women who trade stocks because they've got a different what do you call it? Sick sense of bullishness. Sick. Still struggling. You need to get over that 128 for a close. One-ish? Good job, Maria. Great call. I got a little whipsaw over resistance, so be careful. Don't let it come back into previous highs and close way down here for an inverted hammer over support. It's got to get over. Wonder who's holding it back. NASDAQ again. Looks like the NASDAQ is the market maker on this. Oh my God, Maria. Yeah, intuition, that's what I was looking for. You're right. Coming back into support for another hug support scenario. I got a top pattern forming, so be careful up here. 5-minute chart, 1-minute chart. Someone's stopping it out. Anyways, we have a daily breakout, so whatever dip it does want to take here, the daily is bullish, so find support, try again. I don't know, but it's hugging support so tightly, and it's got a head and shoulders top now on the 1 minute, so it could take a leg down. I'm not sure. Patterns do fail, but watch for a measured move back into 118 on this 1 minute if it wants to come back in. We got the cross now. I'm a good cheerleader. I'm not in it. J-nut for a bottom. I'm going to have to take this higher low. I'm going to take it for 2 this time, 2 positions. That way I can sell my profit, keep my core, and then buy it back, keep accumulating this bad boy from a bottom. See the 1 minute higher low, see the 1 minute into the 34, back into support, double 2-bar pattern, higher low, breaking previous highs. I should have been just a tight bit earlier, but I'm not going to complain. The cross over the 34 is the most volatile. Let's crack that whip. Jasper friend finally wakes up in time. Woo! Been a couple weeks, my friend. Crypto's kills. Actually, it's coming into a bottom on the cryptos, so we have to gather our legs and try again. My first buy today on the 1 minute chart. Watch that inbot make a measured move on the 1 minute, pick it up on the short. Everyone's on inbot, Jasper, if you got any equity. So watch this on the pickup. On the daily chart, it's breaking back below the previous highs. So we got to get it back above the previous high break. 121, 122, right where we're at. So it's hugging support as usual. Solano, that one's right behind Inbot. Watch that one for a previous high break. Looking for support on Inbot or reversal. Let's see what else we got going on over here. This one for a previous high break, that looks like a breakout. Came back into support, real sharp and sweet. Nice little sharp U here. Watch for a previous high break on AIDRA. IDRA. Cherry picking. I got this guy on its highs. Let's watch for a turn. Let's get a turn right here. Let's get a turn on Inbot. Let's get it. It's into previous highs. Nice support level right here. Measured move across the 34. Into previous highs for support. Let's get a turn. Oversold situation. Let's get this outside of the box here. Outside the red is our buy on the reverse. But ultimately, this is going to be a bearish retracement back into resistance on the 1 minute. So it's, now that it broke down the 1 minute chart, it's got to build for a pattern. I suspect resistance on the way up, and the 8 crossing, price crossing the 8 is my in on this one. It's really hard to tell. It seems like every time the dailies on the cryptos form some really good legitimate bottoms, Bitcoin decides to correct. So I don't know. JNUG. I should have sold that high. I wasn't paying attention. Actually, so I'm just going to take profit. How's that sound? Got a reversal, measured move, 1 minute chart, easy peasy technical work. Into previous highs for support. It's bearish retrace back into resistance, build a pattern, crack that pattern on the bottom. So back at support for a bullish retracement on the 1 minute JNUG. That's a bullish retracement back into support. Let's just make sure it holds. You can see Bitcoin. I want to make sure my JNUG position's okay. You can see Bitcoin on a daily bouncing right off that 3,000 mark. I called 3,000 and watched for the dip below. It did exactly that. It's just bearish retracing now and back into resistance on the daily. Huge head and shoulders top. Bounced off the previous highs. It's got a base here. Otherwise, it's going to fall into the range, and it could fall all the way to the 2000s. So Bitcoin, I got to hold support previous highs. It's going to bearish retrace back into resistance, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then we have to break across that 34 on the daily. But it broke down now. So it's going to take a while for it to manifest into a pattern. Once it breaks down, it's got to do the high, low, high, low, high, low. Make a pattern, crack the pattern. We're going to wait for the pattern to form now. The 1 month is scary. That is for sure. We had a 2-bar pattern on the weekly. That was our first sell notice. And then the monthly, it's got to hold 50%. Now I'll accept going sideways for 6 months, consolidating. So we got to consolidate in this area. We got to hold support where we just hit. We got a base right here. We got to hold it here. Got to go sideways, make new highs. I don't care. It's not a 2-bar pattern yet, and it's too close to call a monthly close. No, it's halfway through the month. Time flies. I can't believe it. Anywho's hold 50% roll for momentum reasons on Bitcoin monthly chart. Sluggo. You catch that bottom on JNUG? So that's Bitcoin in a nutshell. Litecoin got knocked back pretty hard, but you can see on the long-term charts, it's still above support, and it's just making a pattern. So Litecoin is still a good choice. Watch for previous high breaks, though. I know it got slapped back pretty hard. And Ethereum, still working that 2-bar pattern on the weekly. Bitcoin has to consolidate. It's got to hold support. That's the same with anything. Inbot for a turn. Oh, JNUG. Did not hold. I'm not watching it clear enough. I can't legitimately hold that. I'm going to catch it on the swing back. Because I'm not paying attention. I'm losing a little bit of money there. So I did take a profit, though. Ah, swung my ass out of there real quick, didn't it? Now I got a hammer confirmation on the 1 minute. Held support. 3-bar pattern over the resistance. I'm just going to do one. I got a 3-bar pattern on the 1 minute, so I'm going to take a ride. Got my ass handed to me on that last move. Inbot for a higher low. Got into the bearish retracement, hit that 8 and backed off. Still working it. Everything died off a little bit there. Someone turned off the gas. What else is moving out there? USEG. I think that was Bill's, wasn't it? Bill, you got USEG, don't you? USG, all right. Weekly's hugging that bullish retracement. Oh, GV looks good. Here's a turn on Inbot right over the 8. Got a higher low form. In over the 8 into the 13, back into 8 for support. Buy it. Hug that support. Make sure you hold support. Coming out of oversold situation. Here we go. I'll be right back. Make some money on this Inbot, would you? Looks like the cryptos are bouncing this morning too. Pretty nice. Big old swings in cryptos. It's really, really hard to keep your mind straight. Huge swings, just major swings. Where the heck is my charts? I think I destroyed my charts. Inbot, come on. Oh. Oh, sorry, Jasper. I didn't see your messages over here. Yeah, Bitcoin's coming down. Hit a support. Yep. Oh, yeah, I am live. You want a question on GNT? GNT, let's take a look. GNT, nice bottom there, huh? Everything's gonna have to just really pop out of its lows because, I mean, everything got stuck in the mud for a very short swing low. So that was, a nice 2-bar pattern there on the hourly. Good call. Yeah. The daily, remember the daily charts is the one we want to take a gander at. So make sure we stay on the daily charts for support and the turn. We're looking for either a double bottom or a higher low. I prefer higher lows. I wish TradingView would be able to give me the best ones first. OMG, I mentioned that the falling star on that the other day, and it did come down, but now it's reversing at a short little retrace. XEM. Nice bounce on Bitcoin. Jeez. What a joke, man. This thing swings high, swings low. It's hard to keep up. This thing's getting more and more volatile. But again, this is coming back into resistance, so be careful. Careful. It's a bearish retracement. It's got to make that pattern. Nice bounce. Jesus. Holy crap. From 4,000 to 3,000 back to 37. Holy crap. Oh, I wish I had $1 million. Only if I had $1 million. Everything got knocked back. You can see the daily charts. They were all improving, all breaking out, blah, blah, blah. And then smack. PCR bought this one yesterday. When I say I bought something, I put like $50 on it, all right? Nothing. I think I put 125 on that one. That was the falling star I was telling everybody about on OMG, so watch for that. It's a bearish retracement now. It's got to take out that extension bar there. OMG. Yeah, it is nuts. But there's been a bunch of propaganda in it too. China closing one exchange because of gambling problems. People just like, there's a bunch of scams going on and they're trying to regulate it. I don't think they're not going to be able to stop it. Everyone's saying, oh, they're going to ban it. There's no way to stop it. They're going to have to regulate it, and then the criminals will have to be put in jail. The scamsters. It's a wild, wild west in this little cryptocurrency. Lots of scammers. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Neo is supposed to be big. Let's see if I got a bounce on my EOS. Not much. Not much. I don't see EOS doing anything for a while. I heard there was some good news coming out. Dash. Still waiting. But I love trading the cryptos. It does what it's told. It does exactly like technical analysis was made for. I absolutely love it. There's no games. There's no shorting. There's no naked shorting. Big market makers holding it down. All this crap. Inbot coming in to support. I've got too much crap here. I'm still in P. My core in Jasper is still in PASC. It was close to breaking out again yesterday, and it got slapped back so hard. But I'm still in it. I averaged in because support held. If you want real anonymous, that was Monero. That Western Copper. What's going on with it? It's just coming back into support. Looks like on the weekly after the break. Make sure support holds as previous highs. Nice bullish retracement back into support. It's holding that 8. Hold that 8 all the way up. Hold previous highs, that is. Previous highs are, once it breaks into previous highs, la-di-da-di-da, it breaks into the previous range. So it held support. It opened up, came back in. That's a bullish move. Opened up, came back into support. That's a bullish move. It's got to hold support, though, every single time. Just make sure it holds support. Is that you on PASC, Jasper? Oh, my God. I hate it when you do that. Just a little coin will move these things quite a bit. It's fun. Nominal Egg says we should name the room Pump and Dump. Was that? Oh my God. Keep an eye on Bitcoin because it's bearish retracing. We've got to hold that support, make a pattern. Totally sick. So Jasper, put it in the room. I can't find I got too many windows open. I can't find your messages. No, it wasn't you. It was somebody else. It's a pump and dump room. This is going to be the newest, greatest pump and dump room. I'm kidding though. I think pump and dump is illegal. You will go to jail. You are not allowed to make good money. No, you will go to jail first. This is the one I'm talking about. This is the one I'm talking about. The daily chart on this is wicked. I got an inverted hammer yesterday. I got a breakout inverted hammer, and now the comeback. And right when I mentioned that to Jasper, this thing took off into volatility world because it was asleep just a second ago. Oh my God. So if it was somebody in the room that bought this, I'm looking for a daily chart breakout. Across that balance point, above 11 is what I'm looking for. Inbot, come on, hold that support. That's a right shoulder sling back on the 1 minute. See the left shoulder, head, right shoulder. That's a right shoulder sling back. It's got a bullish piercing pattern on the 1 minute. Take it out. Oversold situation coming out of oversold situation. Take out that 8. Take out 124 on the top. You got to set up Medved Trader, Jasper. This is going to change everything for cryptos. It's so easy to spot the runners. It's a closed market. Everything's just right there. Don't miss anything. It's going to be real easy for you. Crack the bitch. Right. Crack that chicken's neck. You can hear it when it cracks resistance. You can just hear that chicken's neck go. You can hear it squirm. It's got to hold support though. It's having some trouble here. Someone sold a big chunk, or is that a buy? I'm not sure. Earth shattering. It's earth shattering when you hear those cracks. Let's see what else is going on here. Damn. Low volume hitters. J-Nug trying to hang on. Jasper's the other person in the room too in that hip chat. We're going to develop that. Cool. You might even just set it up on a different computer. I mean, that's what I've got going on over here, just so I have some more screen space. Inbot, come on. Got to hold that support. You got to kick it into high gear. It's going to just fall over. It's a nice reversal on the 1 minute chart. That's what we were waiting for. Complete the pattern. Broke down the 34 into the 8, back into support higher low. Got a trend over the 8, over the 13, into the 34, back into the 8, and support line for last line of defense. That's got to turn. It's got to go. Oh, oh, oh. What is going on? Looks like that sling back is a little bit harder than usual. This one's got some high level volume on it. Watch that one for a break. I should be using this average volume for everything. Average volume is good. When you get an average volume breakout, that's a good indicator to watch for breakouts. Average volume breaks. I think this is set on 30-day volume. Average 30-day volume. Can't be for sure, but I'm pretty sure. Come on, Mbot, you're hugging support. The price pinch is getting really, really tight right now. It's got to make a decision here in the next couple minutes. Watch for it. You got support coming up. You got resistance coming down. You got this little price pinch. Price is in between, and it's got to pop. It's got to make a decision up or down. My guess is up since the bullish daily chart. Got to follow trend. Got to break it back above that previous high for the breakout. So far, it's a head fake. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, tighter, 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 just like a corkscrew, and then pop. Things get faster, faster, faster. Volatility just snaps. Looks good. Nice little U forming on Mbot, 1 minute. Nice little U. All it needs is a little push across here. Just shove it off the edge. The edge is up though. Someone's buying on the bid. Got a little drum roll going. Come on, Mbot, do your thing. Look at the indicator now on the RSI. Well, it's not an RSI, but it's a relative strength indicator. The Williams percent R. Look at the reverse head and shoulders forming on the indicator. That's a good sign. Now we got the pop out on the RSI. That's our first indication. We need price to confirm across the previous highs. We got crossing over the 8. That's another one. Holding support. That's another one. We got confirmations everywhere. Let it rip. Someone's got to get it going. Back into support. Over the 8, into the 13, back into support. Just a 1-2 punch right here. Get it. Get it. Come on, girl. Work it. The 1 minute coming out of the oversold situation. Good sign, good sign. It's got some strength coming out of the oversold. Got to crack that resistance. 1, 2. Someone keeps buying on the bid, so you can see him buying on in between the bid ask. Someone's buying that. Someone is accumulating this. Someone is ready. They're buying between the ask and bid. Someone got the jitters. Someone got the jitters. Now they're hitting the ask. Got a 2-bar reversal forming. Got 20 seconds. Back in the oversold situation. It's got to hold. It's got to make a move or it's going to fall over. And then all day long, it's going to come all the way back into the 110 range for an inverted hammer on the close. It's got to do its thing right here. We had the pop, head fake coming all the way back in. That's pretty normal, but we're early if that happens. I think they just changed the name. I'm not sure about that. I have no idea. But Bill, if you want to just send me an email at rustysmetals, it's in the description, rustysmetals@gmail. I'll hit you up with an invite. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I should figure it out because it's confusing, I know. I think they just changed the names because everything's the same. Someone's buying on the bid again. Hang on, I didn't want to do. I need to get more coffee. Hang on. There we go. Coffee on the way and MBOT's moving out of the oversold situation again. So it looks promising. Some volume came in at the ask. Got to take that ask out. And 21 Nasdaq's on the ask, holding it down again. $22. ENPH. Yeah, nice little sharp U there. Good eye. Nice sharp U, previous high break coming, right? OBV doesn't look good on the daily, but I always do the weekly for OBV. Make sure I got positive OBV. It's got negative OBV, but it could just break out of that, right? And OBV will just correct itself. But it looks good on the bottom there. And another thing I'm hiding over here is the monthly breakout. It's only 15 cents past its previous high. So yeah, that looks good. Someone's still in between the bid and ask. It looks like I got a previous high break on MBOT. So see if we can't get this train running. Jasper, MA made on the previous high break. Cryptos. Nice bullish piercing pattern on the daily. Hammer, and then a previous high break made is looking good for crypto, Jasper. Everything's bouncing pretty good this morning. Well, not everything. Can't say that. Because everything got sucked in the nose last night. All the good ones like to hold up, so we like to keep watching the good ones. The good daily charts. Yeah, it's because of their bloated data. Mine freezes like every 15 minutes. True that. Medved was trying to get the feed from Polynex, and he was just like, "Oh, this is a joke. They got it all in one feed." So it's a big bloated platform. They have no idea how to trade, he says, or how trading platforms work. He was laughing at him. It was funny. Medved. I've been using Medved for like 20 years. It's got to be longer than 20 years. It used to be free, then it was a donation, then Ameritrade bought it and scrapped it, and then Medved created another one just like it, and I'm pretty sure that he has to do it differently because of proprietary reasons. He sold it to Ameritrade, so he can't just copy it. But Medved Trader is his new one, his new quote checker. But check this. Let me just, it's gonna, no, I can't do it on here because I have to change all my settings. I don't want to do that. I keep screwing that up. I wanted to show No, screw it. I'll just do it. It's just going to do it. It's a nice reverse head and shoulders on the weekly chart for MAID. That's the bullish piercing pattern I was talking about. Right off support. Watch the previous high breaks. It's going to slingshot right out of there. NAV from a bottom. NAV from a huge bottom on the monthly. Broke out, came all the way back in for an inverted hammer. You can see what I'm saying, right? On this MedVed, it's going to change everything. Because look, I have daily, weekly, monthly, and short term all in a little tight little box, where before I had to go from one chart to another, back and forth, back to Polynex to make the order. Now it's all in easy mode. I got average volume. I got volume. I got percentage gainers, easy deasy. I can see the top gainers. I can see the top losers. I can see them rise on the percentage gainers as they close on their highs. You can see them just ride up. It's going to change everything, dude. So you got to hurry up. Hurry up. See, NAV is on its highs. I mean, how easy is that to spot? The little green box says it's on its highs. I click on it. It says, oh, yeah, it's on its highs. This is a no-brainer, man. Please use the, if you're interested, use the link for MedVed. It's $20 a month. I mean, give me a break. Use the link in the description. MedVed Trader right here. And if you get it set up, if you need help setting it up, that'll be fine. I'd help you with that to a certain extent. I have a file I can send you, and I can just send you this front face so you don't have to set it up and cut your learning curve in half. So Jasper, when you get it set up, let me know. I'll send you the backup file, and you just import it, and you'll have my little setup here. Be easy for you. And I lost it. But that being said, I'm not making any money off of MedVed. I just want to get it for free. $20 a month. I'm a cheap bastard, I know. I'm going to change this back because Mbot is taken off without me. Mbot, come on. Looks like we're going to be coming back in. I got to cut her short here. I got to get to work. If any of you want to give me a tip today, tip your bartender. You know, he serves the best drinks in town. Mbot, I think we're just early, and it is Friday, so I'll give it that. Later on, it could just pick on up. Right now, it's asleep. I guess we still got a good chance here. Jasper, I'll be available if you want to hit me up later on. I'll keep an eye at work. But pretty slow day. Good eye on Mbot. I think we're just early on it. I'm thinking that the daily close is going to come back in, but you never know. It's got good volume, so I don't see any reason why I can't just shoot out of there. And SRPF still climbing for a previous high break. Let's take a gander here. Let's take a look at the overall market real quick. JNUG down 5%. I forgot that I made a purchase on JNUG. Gotta get that out. Where is it? I gotta close that out. I'm not watching. Not good if you're not watching. JNUG for a reversal. That's a right shoulder sling back. Left shoulder head, right shoulder sling back. So watch for a reversal on JNUG. Yeah, I know. It's almost as if they know you're watching. They can see your eyes on the screen. They can see when you scroll off of it. I'm paranoid, but can't even get up to get a cup of coffee sometimes because you turn around and all of a sudden everything's reversed. But our day is coming on the miners. So we had a pop, let it come back in. Let's find support. It's coming. Miners are coming. It's going to be fun. I know it. The monthly charts are good. The weekly charts are good. And just coming back into support. The weekly chart on JNUG is into resistance back into support scenario. The little price pinch is forming now on JNUG weekly. Daily's coming back into support. Got to find our support on the daily. But I'm out. I got to hit the showers. But I'll talk to you guys soon. Well, I'll do a weekly update here shortly. I got to do a weekly update before Sunday afternoon because come Sunday, I just don't want to do nothing. And I always dread doing the weekly reviews on Sunday. So I'll try to do it earlier. Yeah, there's cookies out there that can do it. They can. It's like a heat scan. They can look where you're looking. They can. I've seen little. I've used programs for websites to see where people are looking on my website. So I know they have the technology. I know that they're doing it. Whether they're doing it right now, I don't know, but I'm not that paranoid. But I do want to keep safe. Yeah, 50 laps, maybe ride the bike for a minute. That's a good idea. I'm going to keep my energy up. Going to get that mind working. But I'm out. I got to go. I'll see you guys. Appreciate every one of you. Jasper, make sure you're up next time. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks, everyone.